everybody, this is VG Menon with you. Hope you're all going well. Welcome you all to my channel Easy Chapters. Here we are going to discuss topics that are very relevant for our school academics as well as for the competitive exams. Whatever be the subject, the main thing is to understand the concepts, right? So here you will try to understand the concepts thoroughly so as to make our learning more easy and more interesting. Let us start our topic today, that is a portion from English grammar, parts of sentence. Body is divided into three major parts: head, trunk and abdomen, right? Like that, a sentence is also divided into two major parts, that is subject and predicate. Let us see what is a subject and what is a predicate. A subject is whom or what is mentioned in a sentence, about whom we are talking. What is getting focused in a sentence, that is known as a subject, or we can say the actor, that is a subject. Then what is predicate? Predicate is a verb, or it is an action or activity of the subject mentioned in a sentence. We studied about subject and predicate. Subject is whom or what is focused in a sentence, and predicate is the action of the subject. Got it? Now we will see the examples. The first example is fish swims in water. What is the verb here in this sentence? We know it is swims, right? Swims is the verb here. So in a sentence, first of all, we need to find out what is the verb. So here, swims is the verb. Now we have to ask who is doing this act, who is focused in this sentence, that is fish. So fish is our subject. Now we got the verb and subject. Now we have to find out the predicate. How will we find that? We have to ask what is the activity of the subject. Here our subject is fish, and what is the activity of the fish? It swims in water. So swims in water becomes our predicate. So what it means? A predicate always starts with a verb. Starting with a verb, the remaining portion of the sentence forms a predicate. Now we'll see the second example. Sarah is drinking milk. Here what is the verb here? Drinking is there. Which one is the verb? Here there are two verbs, right? Drinking is our main verb and is our auxiliary verb. So is auxiliary verb or helping verb, and drinking is our main verb. Now we got the verb. Now we have to ask about whom we are talking about. Who is drinking? Sarah is drinking. So Sarah is our subject, right? Now we got the subject. Now we have to find out the predicate. What is the action of the subject? What is the activity of the subject? He is drinking milk. So he is drinking milk becomes our predicate. Got it? Now the third sentence. Tom chased Jerry. Here also what we have to find out? We have to find out the verb first. What it is? Chased. Chased is our verb, right? Now, who is the subject? Who chased? Tom chased. So, Tom is our subject. Now, what is the activity of Tom? He chased Jerry. So, chased Jerry becomes our predicate. Got it? We studied about subject and predicate. Hope you understood the concept. For lower grades, we need to study this much only. You may be asked to find out the subject and predicate of a given sentence for an exam, or sometimes you may be asked to fill or complete the sentence with a proper subject or predicate. We need to study a bit more on subject and predicate. That is, we have to study the types of subject and types of predicate also. Let us move on to that. We will study subject in detail. We will see which all words can become a subject. For that, we will see the examples. The first one is Manu is going home. Now, who is the subject here? We know Manu is the subject, right? Manu is the subject. Then, what is the speciality of this word Manu? What type of a word it is? It is a noun, right? Or we can say that it is a naming word. So, it is a noun, and we can say that noun can be used as a subject. Now, let us see the second one. He bought a puppy. Now, what about he? He is the subject here, right? And what type of a word it is? It is a pronoun. A pronoun is a word that is used to replace the noun. To avoid the repetition of the noun word, we use pronoun. So, he can be used instead of Manu, right? So he is a pronoun and pronoun is also used as a subject. Let us see the third example. Manu's story of farmer made me cry. Here, which one is the verb here? Made is the verb, right? Now we have to find out who is the subject. Who is the subject here? Is it Manu, story, farmer? Which word is used as a subject here? Confused, right? So here we have to consider the whole phrase because it is not that we are talking about Manu. We are talking about Manu's story of farmer. That only made me cry, right? So I have to consider the whole phrase as subject. And when we are taking a collection of words as a subject, or if a collection of words are acting as a single unit of noun, it is known as a phrase of noun. This is known as phrase of noun. So nouns, pronouns or phrases of nouns. Any of these words can become a subject. Let us say the different types of subject. The first example is Tom went school. Who is a subject here? Tom is a subject, right? So Tom is a subject. Now, how many subjects are there in this sentence? Tom is there. Only Tom is there, right? So there is only one subject in this sentence, and such subjects are known as simple subjects. So here it is a simple subject. So this sentence contains only a simple subject. Now let us see the second case. Tom and Tina went school. Now what is the change here? You can see Tom is a subject and also Tina. Tina is also a subject here. So Tom is one subject. Our second subject is Tina. Now how many subjects are there in this sentence now? Two subjects are there. If there are two subjects in a single sentence, we can say that it is a compound subject. So it is a compound subject. So we will study about predicate. We know predicate is the activity of the subject or the part of the sentence that starts with a verb, right? We will see what are the different types of predicate. For that we will see the example. First one is the mouse ate the cheese. Who is the subject here? Mouse is a subject, right? And what is the predicate here? Ate the cheese, right? Ate the cheese is a predicate part. And in that predicate part, how many verbs are there? Or which one is a verb here? Ate is a verb, right? So here only one verb is there in the predicate part. So that predicate is known as a simple predicate. Got it? Simple predicate. So in the predicate part, if there is only one verb, that is known as a simple predicate. Now let us see the second one. The lion chased and killed the deer. Who is the subject here? Lion is a subject. And what is the activity of subject? That is chased and killed the deer. That is the predicate part. And how many verbs are there in this predicate part? Chased is a verb, then killed is another verb, right? So in the predicate part, there are two verbs. So if there are two verbs in the predicate part, that is known as a compound predicate. So this is the compound predicate. Let us conclude the portion. Parts of sentence. There are two parts for the sentence, subject and predicate. Subject can be a noun, pronoun, or even noun phrases, or phrases of noun also can be used as a subject. Then subject is divided into two types, simple and compound type of subjects. Like that, the predicate is also of two types, simple and compound type of predicates. Now I shall share some exercise for you. So please pause the video and try to do the exercise. After that, answer key also will be provided so that you can self-evaluate how far you learned the subject. Here is the answer key. I have labeled simple subject, simple predicate, compound subject and compound predicate. In addition to that, I have labeled the phrase of noun also. That also is considered as a simple subject only. Hope you all understood the topic today. I will be back with another topic soon. Till then, take care you all. Bye.